Oh, here we are. I was leaning back in my chair looking out the window. Um, I wanted to tell you a story about the Bobcats. When I first got to the house out in Otterville, some of Bradley's friends helped me, and they had pulled a load on the truck up to the back door, and were bringing some of it in that way. And this guy comes in, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, but he's as ashen as he can be. We're like, "What's wrong, man? What's wrong?" He said, "There's a big old cat out in that tree." And we're like, "Huh? What?" Come on, seriously, we got stuff to move. Let's get going here. Let's get cracking, shall we? He says, "I'm not going back out there. There's a big cat out in that tree." We're like, man. So finally, we just, I guess, gave it up that night. Just, they went back to town, or I took them, or whatever, locked up and went home to the other house. But then a couple weeks later, or so, the neighbor lady came over to meet me and stuff, and she pushed this cat in my arms, and she said, "You need a cat." I'm like, very genuinely polite about it. I really wasn't ready for a cat, but it was already liking me, you see. And I didn't want to start something day one. So I took it, and she's telling me it was a rescue cat that came out of a house fire. And she ended up with it, but she just really didn't have any time for it. So she pointed out it was part Bobcat. Well, okay. A little while later, I forgot what I named her. I really, really did. That's a shame, isn't it? Wish I had the pictures up. That's what I got this tab open for. But I'll link them. She ends up pregnant. The cat did. Not the lady next door. But when it was about time for her, she had become quite a stir in my little world. I let her stay in the house so she could have a place to have her babies, and tomcats wouldn't get them or whatever, I'm not cruel. So, oops. I went to bed one night. I wasn't into really staying up late then either, but woke up about 3 a.m. And the reason I'm telling this story is because it actually came up in conversation the other day with this lady that helps me out. And I took her to dinner, and we've done that a couple times and really enjoy the outing. And so I thought, okay, maybe someone will get a laugh out of it, right? I woke up, like I said, sorry, I had one of those days, and felt something tumble at the back of my head. 3 a.m. I know the song, it's 3 a.m. The fear is gone. Okay, whatever. I reached back there, and there's these wet, soft, warm little chunks. And I looked at my hand, and there was blood on it. I had it all up and down my arms. Well, the one arm. When I sat up, after that initial shock, one of them rolled on down to the bed. I'm like, oh my God, before I saw it was a kitten, a new, freshly born kitten. I'm like, what's going on here? Are my brains falling out? What's this I've got a hold of? I didn't get it. Well, I may have gotten a hold of the kitten when I first reached back there. I'm not sure. Maybe when I turned, semi-turned to look to see what the devil was going on with my brain at 3 a.m. Did I get a hold of it or not? I don't think so. Because I know me, and instinctively, if I had something that weird in my hand, or maybe I was too scared to look, I would have certainly, I think, even at 3 a.m., pulled it on around into my eyesight, into my field of vision, to look at it. But I guess maybe I could have been afraid it was really my brain falling out. So I didn't really want to look. But she had her whole litter. Well, I sleep on my stomach. The pathetic mess that I am in my old age. I've always been a stomach sleeper, though. I just do. I don't know why. Don't get all Dr. Spock on me. I will spank you. Don't go Freudian here, okay? The whole litter born in my hair. If you can freaking imagine. Bobcats born in your hair. That cat must have trusted me to do that. Or she would have found a closet or a corner or under a bed somewhere. We had 5 bedrooms in that house, so it's not like she didn't have any other place. So I forget how many there were now. But I do have pictures and a video or two with them in it, or at least one of them in it. And I'll see if I can find it to link with. So I got my cat placenta hair treatment for free. How frugal is that, right? If you can imagine the shock and horror of waking up and feeling what you at first thought were your brains tumbling out of the back of your head like dice. Ka-chung, 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 ka-chung. That was like the trippiest moment in time that I ever had. And I just shared it with you. So please comment and rate and subscribe me. You know, the world could be a happier place. At least here.